Hi everyone! For today's video, we are going to be doing the Ruler of Books tag. So this tag was created by Ariel Bissett last year, and I actually did it last year, and I really love the questions in this tag, and I thought that I would do it again because I have some new books as responses for you all. So the basic concept of this tag is that you are the ruler of books. You are essentially the new queen. You are the Beyonce of the literary world. Hence, you control publishing, authors, all of these things. I really wish I could be the ruler of books. Oh my god, that would be so much fun. So it goes a little something like this. If you were the ruler of books, ... what book would you make everyone read? I would make everyone read Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. So this book is set in Nigeria. It follows 15-year-old Kambili, and it is about her experience with her family. She, her mother, and her brother are the victims of domestic abuse by their father, who is very rich and affluent and well-known, but a lot of people don't know what goes on within their household. She then kind of has an awakening or an epiphany when she goes to live with her aunt Ifeoma and her cousins, who live a much more liberal life and a different kind of life in many other aspects as well. It's just such a fun and wonderful character development novel, and I think it really does kind of show you the extent to how domestic abuse and violence can really affect somebody, how it shapes their personality, how it shapes the understanding of their world, and how these things are often supported by institutional biases. A few months ago, the Prime Minister of my country made a statement that was very problematic about victims of domestic violence, and I used this book to come up with a video response to that, so you can go ahead and click up here or in the description down below to take a look at that video. But other than that, this is an absolutely important and essential book. What would you abolish in book construction? Cheap ass paperbacks. Listen, I don't care if they are less expensive than hardcovers. I am still spending my hard-earned money. I am still spending my mother's hard-earned money on your books, and you are profiting from that. And I don't understand why every time I buy these books, the covers are like peeling away. The plastic is like coming off of it. Like the spines are breaking. Like you open it like more than like 30 degrees and the spines break. I'm specifically looking at you UK publishers for that last one. Those spines are stiffer than a Republican. You all need to fix it. You all need to do something about that. I am not spending how much ever money on a book for it to break. No honey. What author would you commission to write you any book? I would definitely commission Angie Thomas, who is the author of The Hate You Give. This is her first published novel that came out earlier this year, and it is just such an absolutely incredible book. I loved it, and I know she's working on a second book right now, but I think this book in particular, not only does it deal with all of those really important themes and issues, but it's just such a well-constructed book in terms of writing, in terms of plot, in terms of characters, and you can really see the immense talent that Angie Thomas has as a writer. I would love to read something else by her. I would love to immerse myself in characters like this again. So I really do look forward to her next book and any other book she decides to publish, because she's just absolutely an incredible author and an incredible person at that as well. What book would you demote to the library basement to make room for new books? I think I would demote The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. Now, I know I shaded this book in my unpopular opinions book tag, but I think it doesn't get enough shade. Basically, this book is just, it's set in World War II, and I think we all know the story of it. It's about a boy. He makes friends with this Jewish boy who lives on the other side of the fence. While the concept of this story was actually really good, the plot wasn't executed well, the writing was completely lackluster, the characters were as blank as Melania Trump's facial expressions. I just didn't really like this book, and I don't think it deserves a lot of the hype that it gets. What cover artist would you commission to make a mural? I would definitely commission Dominique Falla, who did the cover for The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Now, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but if you have a copy of this book, you can definitely tell that this is actually a photograph. It's not an illustration. Basically, what she did was she pounded a bunch of nails into a white background, and she connected a whole bunch of strings to them, different color strings. I will leave a link to a video down below where you actually see her doing it, like they recorded it, and she was telling you about her process and stuff like that. She's an Australian artist, and she's just absolutely incredible, because this is just such a beautiful cover. For a mural on the wall, I think it would be really cool if she could do the same thing but on a wall, like punch nails into the wall and then like tie it up with like the things, the strings. That would look beautiful. Also, this book is absolutely incredible. Make sure and go check it out. I reviewed it together with The Hate You Give, so you can go ahead and click on that to see what I thought of it. But it was a good book as well. What character's face would you put on a coin? I would definitely put Cinder on a coin. I think she absolutely deserves it. Not only is she actually royalty, but given all of the crap that she went through throughout this entire series, she is like half robot. Like, a lot of her parts break. She spent like how much of a years in like this kind of like phase where they had to like repair her. She almost died many different times. She broke many different times. She had to fix herself many different. She went through a whole lot of shit. Like for some little human robot girl to handle, that was a lot. And I think that if anybody needs to be put on a coin, she absolutely deserves to be put on a coin. What would you award the Ruler of Books 2016 prize to? We'll change that to 2017 because it's no longer 2016, and thank God. But I would definitely give that prize to Homegoing by Ajasi. This book deserves every single prize that it will ever get, and I feel like a lot of the hype has died down. Like when it came out, everybody was talking about it, and then it just kind of faded into oblivion. Nobody talks about it anymore. But this is just one of the most incredible books that I've ever read. It blew me away in a way that no other book has ever been able to do. There are no words to describe how amazing and important and incredible and well executed this book is. It deserves every single prize, as I've said, and it definitely gets my prize for Ruler of Books 2016, 2017 award, 2018, 2019, 2020, 20 everything, 30 everything, everything, infinity, timeless, everything, 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 everything. This book is amazing. So that is the Ruler of Books tag 2.0 for me. I'm going to tag people who have done this tag before but feel like they want to do it again. So if anybody has done this tag before and they feel like they want to do it again, you have been tagged by me. But other than that, make sure to share your thoughts in the comments down below on any of these books if you have any. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and until next time, inshallah, keep reading.